Hey guys, Melanie Turner with Don't Get Cancer and Save the World at Hippocrates Health Institute in West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm going into a lecture with Anna Marie Clement. She is the wife of the founder of the Institute, and she's in her late 60s and looks amazing. Let's go in.
And they have had so many infections that now their microbes are so poor. Their intestinal tract, their stomach is always aching. They have a hard time to eat food. So I tell my brother, send one kid at a time. His oldest son was here last year for 3 months and went through the diet, and he's fine now. He's doing great. So I told my brother, send one at a time.
Sorry.
So that we can help their gut, because that's where it's at for most kids. It is in the gut. So probiotic. You know, we put you all on probiotic. It's very important. T cells are made in bone marrow from stem cells, right? They become mature in the thymus gland. They live and become adults there. So look, so an old doctor told me years ago, this is what you should do. You should pat your thymus. It's right here by this chest bone. Pat it every day. And some guests told me, because the thyroid is here, she said, you need to pat the thyroid too. So now I have 2 things to pat. So you pat your thyroid and you pat your thymus. So you have 4 lymph. You have your tonsils, which you kind of pat if you do the thyroid. So you have your tonsils, and if you're Brian's generation, born in America, you don't have them. He doesn't. I do. In Sweden, we got to keep ours. And then you have thymus. Then you have spleen by the last rib on the left side. And then you have appendix, where the small and large intestine meet. And you might not have that either, because if you have surgery in this area, they snip that out faster than fast, because they don't consider it important. It's a major lymph gland. So now, let's say I'm missing 2. Well, the 2 that I have with this diet will be enough. On meat diet, heavy animal, alcohol, smoking, they're not enough. But on this diet, they can do a great job. Then you have lymph nodes in your neck area, under the arms, in the groin area, and these are so important. I just talked to guests last week, and you know, most of the time, if I have cancer surgery, they want to take the lymph. And the lymph is there, that's your biggest filter system. That's how you get rid of things. That's how you move things out of your body. So if I take my lymph, I don't have that protection. So, and I always tell this story. There were 2 sisters. They both had breast cancer. They both had mastectomy. And it kind of ran in the family. Grandma, mom, and the 2 daughters had it. So, but they live in 2 different states. So one daughter came, her arm was double the size, and she was having it in a sling, and that was like for years. And the other one didn't. And I said, boy, you had the same treatment. How come your arm is so good? She's like, no, my doctor didn't take any lymph. He took none. He said, I'm going to send you to a lymph drainage specialist, like what Linda does here. I was so amazed. It was so wonderful to hear, because you need your lymph. So if you have to have surgery in the future, you keep your lymph. We had an amazing guy come here, probably in his 80s. He had prostatectomy. The prostate was taken out. And as they did that, they took all the lymph. So how's he going to drain his legs? His legs were double the size. He could hardly walk. It was so painful. They came down a lot. They actually did really good. He did a lot of lymph drainage. And so what I told him, now, with a diet like this, other lymph will compensate and help to clean his legs up. But if we hadn't started with a diet like this and lifestyle, what would he do? How could he even move, you know, and the pain that he suffered? So anytime you can keep your lymph, you keep your lymph. Because that's your filter system. That's a huge part of your immune system being able to clean, because who's going to clean if not your immune system? And your blood is carrying everything for good and bad. You know, sometimes I have virus, bacteria, cancer cells. You make 6 billion cells a day. 1% are mutations. And sometimes that 1% are cancer cells. Sometimes virus, bacteria, parasites, mold, you know, a lot of things. B cells mature in bone marrow and migrate out into the immune system when they are cold formed. When I used to look at microscope, blood under the microscope, I hardly ever saw B cells. They hang out in your spleen very much. So they're matured in the thymus, and then they're more or less stored in the spleen. And if I now have a bacteria, they will come out. So if you come here and you have just realized you have an infection, and then I might see them, because T cells are very tiny. They're the same size of a red blood cell, very, very tiny. And B cells are nearly double the size. So you see them, and they're totally round. It's like a big room.